In 1994, when Rwanda descended into one of the darkest chapters in African history, millions suffered. But among the survivors was a young boy whose courage and memory would help rebuild a nation. This is the true story of Elizaphan Ndahayo, the child who survived a genocide and later documented the pain, the silence, and the healing of an entire people. Elizaphan was only a child living with his parents and siblings in the quiet town of Butare. Life was simple: school in the morning, playing outside in the afternoon, and evenings filled with the warm smell of his mother's cooking. But on April 6, 1994, Rwanda changed forever. When the genocide began, Butare, once known as a peaceful, educated region, quickly became a place of fear. Elizaphan and his family hid inside their home as militias went house to house. His father begged the children to stay silent, even as they heard neighbors screaming and running for their lives. Quiet, emotional tone, but the killers eventually arrived. Elizaphan watched his father step outside to plead for mercy, but he never returned. Pause. Let the heaviness sit. Elizaphan, his mother, and siblings were forced to flee, hiding in bushes, ditches, and abandoned buildings. They survived day by day, not because they were lucky, but because they refused to give up. Days turned into weeks. Food became impossible to find. The children drank dirty water, slept under the open sky, and moved only at night. At one point, Elizaphan was separated from his family. He wandered alone, a child in the middle of chaos, yet he kept moving. Every step he took was an act of defiance. When the genocide finally ended after 100 days, Elizaphan was among the thousands of children who emerged from hiding. Hungry, traumatized, but alive. Years passed, but the memories refused to fade. As he grew older, Elizaphan realized something. If survivors like him didn't speak, the world would forget. And forgetting would be the beginning of another tragedy. So he began to write, to document, to film. He turned his pain into testimony. He eventually moved to the United States, where he became a filmmaker, historian, and voice for genocide remembrance. Today, Elizaphan Ndahayo travels and speaks to young people around the world. He shares not only the horrors he witnessed, but also the hope that rose from the ashes. Final emotional lines. He teaches us that trauma is not the end of the story. Healing is possible. Unity is possible. And silence is dangerous. This is not just the story of Rwanda. It is the story of Africa. A story of survival, memory, and the unstoppable will to rise again. My name is Echoes of Africa, and this is our history.